Let's listen to old Alex Jones.
All right.
That sounds.
But
like
every
a good
time
one.
I study the groups that fund and run the Atheist, they're not atheists. They're occultists.
We can get funding.
Yeah.
Where's this coming from? I'm the biggest atheist on YouTube. The only people funding me are my fucking audience. Who's funding atheists? Atheists make money by selling like atheist books and doing atheist speeches and stuff like that.
Your audience and random ads, basically.
Right. Yeah, but the ads, the ads are basically just billboards being placed in front of people's eyes, and the people's eyes are there maybe to hear about atheism on my channel, but I do a lot of other stuff there. But yeah, I don't know of anyone who's like funding atheists other than, atheist citizens. Like, what is he talking about? It's not like there's like some big corporations that are investing in atheism or some shit.
I don't know. I guess the only one they can really cite, and this isn't being funded by a corporation, but American Atheists is like the largest.
Right, but isn't it powered by donations from its members? Right?
Yeah, it's definitely a nonprofit.
Run of the mill atheists out there.
I'm pretty sure
America.
it's a nonprofit, but I'm not sure.
Sure. So he's saying that he's tracked it down to some nefarious source. So let's see what that nefarious source is. Of course.
And by the way, the Vigilant Christian thinks Alex Jones is actually a part of the Illuminati.
Of course he is. Don't you think that's the first thing the Illuminati would do is create fake dissidents?
They just fucking...
Those crafty fucking Illuminati, they're always planning something.
They just put Patrick Coleman in jail, like live on our show.
But little did you know...
Holy shit.
Little did you know that the Vigilant Christian is actually an Illuminati.
No.
Because they figure that, hey, some people are going to get sucked into this Alex Jones thing, but some of them are going to see him for the fake he is. So we'll have others who are under our control attack him and say that he's part of the Illuminati to hide the fact that they're part of the Illuminati.
And I guess if they can't get people to be occultist, they will just get them to become atheist, and then atheists almost always become supporters of eugenics and abortion, and humans are just blobs, and humans don't have any great destiny. And
well, you're a
humans
blob.
Are a parasite.
I'm kind of a blob, too.
And
it's okay.
You just can't ignore the fruits of these people.
You just can't ignore the fruits. Alex Jones be staring at some man ass. Why you looking at that man's ass, Alex? Because can't ignore the fruits.
Can't ignore those fruits.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So is that the whole thing?
Let me see.
Religion. You see, you'll find at the highest level.
I guess he's on the phone with someone here.
Right.
The
so this is like a
atheists
compilation.
really aren't atheists at the higher levels. They write books. These people worship Lucifer.
Oh, so
yeah.
like
It's kind of like Freemasons. Like, TJ, you're like a 33rd degree atheist. No,
I must not be at the top because I haven't gotten to the Lucifer level yet.
That's true.
I hope that happens one day. I hope one day, like, I meet Richard Dawkins and he says, like, all right, TJ, you're ready. And he pulls me off in this room. Is like, all right, now I'm going to tell you the truth about atheism. We work for Lucifer.
Yeah.
The Bible is true.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, wow.
I know that's going to happen.
And then it's like, do you want to be our puppet? It's like, of course I do. It's going to be lucrative, right? He's like, yes, of course.
And they do. They love death. And I'm just in love with
love
life.
death.
And I'm sorry for those that never experienced it. That, when they laugh at us.
Like, unlike the Bible, which has, no glorification of death or killing.
All these unhappy atheists and psychologists and psychiatrists that are all out there talking about how horrible their lives are and their incredible rates of suicide.
That's kind of weird. I don't know if are atheist suicide rates higher than Christian suicide rates? I mean, that may be true. I don't know. But I mean, even if that is the case, that's not in any way indicative of some nefarious conspiracy on the part of atheism. I think they're buying it, Lucifer. Oh shit! I should have turned my mic. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've got a lot of atheists and agnostics listening. Even if they don't believe in God, our point is, as a scientific historical fact, the elites do, and they believe in Satan and destruction and blood.
Okay, so where's the evidence for that? Is all I'm asking. Like, okay, I mean, maybe it's possible. Maybe the top atheists are secret Satanists, like Dawkins and Harris, and before he died, Hitchens, if he's really dead. Hitchens is probably just a bunker in the the core of the earth, plotting the whole thing because he's like the head atheist that just orchestrates things from the shadows now. And I guess that atheism is the newest alternative to occultism too, is what he said. If it's just like a choice. Wow. If it's just like a choice, that I would imagine you'd go with occultism so you could do all those rituals and shit. Like naked women dancing around bonfires. I mean, I'd choose that over fucking, rational empirical bullshit any day. So,
yeah, one of the early things that Alex Jones got attention for was that he snuck into the Bohemian Grove when they were doing their weird rituals there.
Yeah.
And he got video of it. And it's like, whatever. It's a bunch of rich motherfuckers, having like frat boy summer camp, basically. You know what I mean?
No.
And they're like burning a human effigy is basically what they're doing.
And jerking off.
Yeah, whatever they want to do there, they all go there. It's like
it's just a rich, pretentious faggot circle jerk is all the fuck that is.
Yeah.
But he looks at it and sees like, oh my god, this proves they're worshipping Baal or some shit.
It's actually Moloch.
Moloch.
He says it's Moloch.
Moloch.
Yeah.
Which is probably just Satan, right?
Well, Moloch is in the Bible. There is a verse
I'm saying in like Alex Jones's simple mind, it's all just Satan.
In the Bible, it says you can't burn your children like as a sacrifice to Moloch.
Oh man.
Yeah, and what they do...
Bible's always ruining everyone's good time. You ever notice that?
What they do at the Bohemian Grove... Yeah, it's true. They burn like an effigy of like a boy, basically.
If they were burning an actual boy, then I would think like, you know what, yeah. Maybe Alex Jones has a point. Maybe
if they were doing that, then
on.
they'd be fucked. I mean, if they could actually prove that.
Yeah. I mean, if that was the case... I don't think
they're worshiping the devil. I just think it's like frat boy summer camp.
Right.
Basically.
It's like when like people fucking... Like a bunch of frat boys, like, we're going to dress as like Native Americans and fucking, you must drink up, whatever. It's just some stupid bullshit. All these guys come from those super cliquish, like snotty schools where they have like the skull and bones and
like
shit.
Yale.
Yeah.
I mean, these people are everywhere. This is the religion of the world. But, even if you're not a Christian, the point is the establishment is always saying, you shouldn't have a religion, God isn't real, but then you find out the elites who are...
Wait, the establishment is saying that? When did the establishment start saying that? He must be dealing with a very different establishment from me. Because I see religion fucking shoved down people's throats at all fucking angles at all times. I mean, what culture is he living in that is so different from the one I'm living in? Where atheists are one of the most... I mean, they are the most distrusted minority. They discover that in poll after poll that, it's like... there was a recent one where it's like, oh, would you be cool with a black person being in your family or a Muslim person being in your family, and so on and so forth. And, all of those things had huge majorities. Even the Muslim thing, which is kind of surprising in America. Like, I think something like 80% were just like, that'd be fine. As long as they were, a nice person or whatever. But when it came to atheists, it was only like 50%. So I don't see how he thinks that probably the most overly vilified and distrusted group of people in America, who literally half of Americans wouldn't even want in their own families. I don't see how he views that as the fucking establishment. Of course, I guess that he probably wouldn't trust those polls to begin with, because they come from... what he would consider the mainstream media, which is, of course, controlled by what is his deal? Is it the Illuminati or the New World Order or both?
It's both.
Okay, so the New World Illuminati.
Saying they're atheist, 9 times out of 10 in my research, they turn out to be occultists who are Luciferian or Satanist.
Where's the research? He keeps referencing research. I'm not hearing the research. Where is that exactly? I mean, is that just being cut out because this is a clip show? Is he going on to explain this stuff and I'm just not hearing it?
It was kind of funny when I was moving out here from New Mexico. I went through the entire state of Kansas, which is a pretty long state, And Alex Jones was on the radio throughout the entire, like, 6-hour drive from eastern Colorado all the way across Kansas. It's kind of funny. Like, out there, he's the news.